This is Irene Kamutu, the CEO of Mental Wellness Warriors Hub, and this is Kubonga na Mayouths.
A very good day to you, our viewers of the Quo Vadis YouTube channel. It is another day whereby we bring you another episode of Kubonga na Mayouths. And today we are talking matters mental health, we're taking matters mental awareness, we're talking matters that revolve around this field and this perspective that is a current, it's a growing thing in our society. And to us as young people, it's something that we need to be aware of, and it's something that we need to get a lot of knowledge about. As always, I'm your host, Edna Momi Maina. Welcome. On our set, we are graced by someone who works in this, or who deals with this field of mental wellness and mental awareness and mental health. And I'm going to let her introduce herself to the viewers.
My name is Irene Kamutu, the CEO and founder of Mental Wellness Warriors Hub, and I'm happy to be here.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I hope baridi haijakupata sana.
Baridi kawaida lakini tumevaa sweta.
Today we are equipped. The weather today is not really nice.
Sure.
So maybe before we get to start about you, first of all, before you tell us about your organization and what you do, as always in our channel these days we have a game. We call it a game, whereby we take random questions so that we can get to know you in another perspective that is away from your field or the serious part of it. So we are going to take a question. I will take the first one, you'll take the second one. Alright. Okay, open here. Start with you. Unasemaje?
Is it better to be street smart or book smart? I think according to me, I would say street smart. Reason being, you can be book smart, yes, but outside here, you're not smart. So it might not work well in the social world. But maybe if it is during your academics or whatever, then I can go for book smart. But in the social world, I think I would say street smart.
Yeah. And I think for me, I second you. I feel like street smart is what I'd prefer, because I feel like even when you're in school, when you're not getting the book smart part of it, or you're reading these things, you're being taught these things, basically you're being taught theory.
Yeah, sure.
For you to understand the practical things in life, you need to go to ground sasa.
Yeah, sure.
So I feel like being street smart, like you know how to navigate this and things. Unajua matchworms, unajua this, connections.
Yeah,
I feel like for me, I'd prefer street smart.
Yeah, street
so
smart.
With that, we are in unison. So the second question, we're going to answer it or to open it in the middle of our segment.
Okay.
All right. So now we get to your organization. Please tell us, what does your organization deal with? What is it all about?
So Mental Wellness Warriors Hub, it's an organization where we deal with issues mattering mental. When I say about mental, it's anything that maybe disturbs your upstairs. So we normally have different services. We have the online counseling, we have one-on-one, we have couples therapy, we have corporate trainings. So those are some of the services that we offer, and basically we work all around. We work with the youths, we work with the children, we work with the men, and we also work with the ladies. Yeah, so that's what basically mental health is.
All right. And okay, first of all, you've come very well branded today.
Yeah, sure.
With the organization thing. But I want to ask you, currently in our society, do you feel like, because now you have an organization that deals with mental health issues, do you feel like the society has taken, are they aware in terms of these mental health issues, or things evolving around mental health, or is there still stigma?
I would say stigma in the community it's very high, and the most affected people are the men. And when I talk about the men, it's the youth plus this other age.
Okay.
You get to know that the mental stigma it's very broad actually, because I think I don't know who told people, if I tell you you are mentally ill, there's a thing that when you get, so you get to see, even if maybe you have a counseling office in an open area, very few people will have that courage to come and visit you. And on the other hand, they also fear speaking out, because you might go speak up to the wrong person, and then at the end of the day you meet maybe whatever you had told me you are telling me so that I can help you, but on the other hand you meet, you've told me but now you've become the topic of the day. So sometimes you get, there is that fear that people don't want to speak out because they are fearing, what if I talk, like what if I speak this out, how will people carry me, how maybe will the society look at me, how will I face the community? So that is the stigma that is right now currently running in our communities. Yes.
And now, since there are these issues, and as the organization you're now here to address these issues, what about, or what in the organization helps to reduce this stigma? Mostly, because mostly the biggest issue is men do not want to open up. Men feel like it is not right, it is weak to open up. What does the organization do to help these people feel like it's okay, it's now okay to open up, you can come to us? What do you do?
Okay, first and foremost, I normally tell people it's okay not to be okay. And mental health should be dealt with like physical health. So what we as the organization, what we're doing, we are running some mental awareness campaigns, whereby after maybe going round and round, we saw, you have to do something unique to get these people together. Because if you go telling them, please come, let's talk, most probably in the field you meet, you are alone. So sometimes you have to get something creative to get these people together. So like for us in our organization, we're doing cycling events, whereby we encourage people, come, let's cycle together, because I believe when you're cycling you must be mentally stable. Why? You can't be able to balance your bicycle if upstairs you're not okay. So we are normally encouraging people, let's come, we cycle together, and then after that we have some time to sit down, and now from there we can ask ourselves question, what normally disturbs you? If maybe you feel maybe whatever you're carrying it's private and you don't want to share it to the public, then we have those counselors whereby you can go talk to them, and then from there we can now do the follow-ups. So, we also are introducing mental walks, whereby we say even things like physical exercises, they also helps in they helps mentally stability. So we are introducing some mental walks, whereby this time we are saying we'll go to Mount Kenya. So let's go together, let's walk together, and then after that we'll go have time, speak, share ideas, let's know what you feel, let's know what you go through, so that we, the professionals, now will be able to handle you. But what we are saying and we are emphasizing is, people, please speak out. Speaking out, it doesn't show how maybe how weak you are, but speaking out shows how strong you are. Yes.
All right. And that is actually, these activities that you arrange, they get to, people don't really want to come and sit and just listen. People telling us, this is what you need to do when you're suffering about these are symptoms. People really don't want that, especially the young people currently. They want to go somewhere, engage in a certain activity. So that is a good way to make sure that these people are coming together. So I want us to get to how did you get to start this organization since you were a young person, and how did this idea come to you? How did you now decide, like, okay, now I think that I need to impact the society through ensuring that their mental health is okay?
What I can say, starting the mental health or the mental wellness warriors hub, one, I am a survivor of the mental illnesses or the mental instability. You know, we are from different backgrounds, and my background was not that favoring, so it had affected me mentally, and it took time to realize the person I am. I tried very many things, but whatever maybe I tried, it came a time and I'm like, no, this is not what I wanted. There is that urge that you have. On the other hand, even before maybe I went for the training courses, I was so much into the society, and I could feel or I could hear whatever these people are going through. Maybe you've gone to PWD, place that person, and maybe you'll hear that person, how they are neglected, some are hidden, some, you know, all those kind of things. So after going back to my classes, and I decided I really now I want to do about psychological counseling. I decided to start it because I saw maybe whenever I was working ahead, before I opened this, it was not fit maybe to do the mental mental campaigns well, like now I do. You know, whenever you are employed maybe somewhere, you don't have that freedom. So at times it comes that you like nakakon, you have to go through whatever they want, because you can't go against their and you know, now these are two different things, whatever I was doing and now the mental health. So after sitting down and asking myself a lot of questions, I decided, why don't I start this? There are many people who are outside here who are passing through a lot, and these people, it's not that they are committing suicide because they want, it's not that people are getting depression because they want, but just because they don't have that one person who is ready maybe to listen to them, who is ready to go to wherever they are. Because if I maybe I could just open an office and remain in the office, it could not bring the impact that I wanted to the society. So I had to dig it deeper and see how can I get to these people. So the main reason as to why I opened this, I am a survivor, and I have faced I've tackled a lot of clients through the same, and I'm like, these people pass through this because they don't have someone to talk. Why don't I start this and see at least whether I'll save some? So that's how I came up with the idea, and I said, now this is Irene, I need to do this, I need to work with mental health so that I can tell people there is life after whatever they're passing through. There is always a way out after whatever you're going through. It's not the end of the world. Yes.
And that is great, since now the gap that you felt at that time, you're now filling that gap to make sure that those people who are going through these things are now getting to get someone who we can share to and talk with, which is great. So we get to the second question, and so it reads, which came first, orange the color or orange the fruit?
What do you think? I would go with orange the fruits.
Why?
Because for it to turn to its color, lazima ikuwe kwanza the fruit, and then after it ripens, that's when the color now.
Me, I'd say orange the color came first. Though the person, we don't know who, but the person who was coming up with color names was like, okay, now this one we can call it orange. So when now people started planting fruit, then the fruit came, then they were like, oh, this one looks like the color orange, so they call it orange. It is not certified theory, it is my theory. I think that is what happens. So for me, I'd say orange the color came first. So now we get to currently in our society, there's a lot of suicidal cases. People are suffering from mental health issues as young as 10-year-olds. There's a lot of things that are revolving around the mental health space. What do you feel like can be done? What can be done to ensure that either these cases reduce or it is eradicated wholesomely?
Okay, what I can say, one, the campaign, the mental campaigns, one, they will help, and let people know what is happening, because the society that you are in now, it has a lot of things, and we have to learn to cope with these things so that we can be mentally stable. We let people know what is beyond their control and what is within their control. Me as a person, what can I control? Me as a person, what can I not control? If maybe it's something like some economy, that's something I can't control. So I have to live with that until maybe the next government that maybe it might make it easier for us, or even more worse than for us. So it's time to think, no, this is the economy, it is like this. How should I handle it? This is the amount of money I'm getting, this is the economy, it's beyond me. What should I do? In terms of maybe the finances, if there's something extra you can do, positive, do it, so that maybe you can be able to cope on the other side. On the other thing, I would say, let people speak out. Leave alone what people will say, because at the end of the day, they will always talk. Whether you're good or not, they'll always talk. So, first choose your peace. Me as Irene, where I'm seated, do I have peace? I first choose myself before choosing the other person. So with that, I think we shall reduce these mental issues. The other thing, I would say it's about I don't know whether I call it peer pressure or I call it what, because there was a group I talked to on Saturday, and I was like, when you have stress, it was the youth group. So I'm like, when you have stress, how are you able to maneuver, or how are you able to manage your stress? And people are like, I take that. Others are like, I take alcohol. Others, I smoke weed. I take this and this. You know, what I tell people, not only the youth, but everyone, these substances, they don't help solve their problems. What they do, because, you know, once you take these things, there is hallucination. So you are in your own world. You are in your own cocoon. So you think everything is right. So when this substance is off your mind or is off your system, you come back to the reality. So maybe what you had run away from, it will still hit you back. So at the end of the day, you've become an addict. Why? You were trying to look for a solution, but now you've created a worse problem than the solution you are getting. So I want to tell these people, substance use does not solve anything. It creates more problems. The only thing, go look for someone and talk to. It's not necessarily you come for Irene, because you know what happens, people feel like, I know Irene, so if I go and tell her, might be she'll know me more than she deserves to know. So it's not a must you come to me, or it's not a must you go to someone you know. You can go to another place, look for someone you don't know, as long as he or she is a certified counselor. Talk to that person. You know, the genuine counselors will always be there, ready to listen to you and ready to assist you. Because what we say and what I tell people, we are not the people who have the solution. But you people, you have your own solution. What we do, we only help you uncover the solution, or help you find the clarity of what you're doing. And then from there, we help you uncover, because it's covered. So we just help you uncover, and then from there you will get your own solution. So speak up. hata kama you will not come to me, look for that one. Hey, one person. And on the other hand, try and see the person you're talking to. You might think because I'm your best friend, it's the best place to come and share my problems.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you meet whatever I'd shared, it's now with another friend. You are my friend, but you also have another
friend. Yeah.
So I come, I tell you my problem, and you also share my
problem.
So at the end of the day, you get people are now fearing. They fear because they don't know who to speak to. They don't know where to address their issues to. So this is the right time. I tell them we are there, mental wellness always up. We are there for them. Just look for us. We shall be there to listen to.
Wise words there. And I like the fact that you said, know what you can control and what you can't control. I think that is the epitome of everything. If you get to know that this you can't control and this you can, you get to live life differently. And I second the fact that you said counselors are always there. There's a time I was in need of someone to talk to, and I called a counselor at 4 and they picked. I was so surprised because I was like, what? How? And you do a lot of work, you do a very good job. The sacrifice that you put is crazy. Yeah. So before we close this segment or this episode today, we are going to take the last question and you're going to take it. Za leo ni ngumu.
Maka naogopa nikifungua. If you were an animal, what would you be? Oh my God.
Please tell us.
You was an animal. Ish. Maybe a lion.
Why?
Because it is feared by everyone.
That is a so straightforward reason. Because you want to be feared.
Okay. It's feared by everyone.
Me, I don't think I've ever even thought of being an animal. Like, where do you get these crazy ideas? I don't know if I was an animal. I think I'd be a cat. In the next world, nambu nachagua, ningechukua cat. Not for any particular reason, but just because it's just nice. I love cats. I'm a cat lover. It's just nice to be. I just see my cat is just sleeping, eating. When it wants something, it's just meowing to everywhere. And make sure soft.
But if I was to be asked without now giving a reason, maybe it would be a rabbit.
Yes. You know they eat rabbits.
I would be a rabbit.
Do you know we eat rabbits?
Yes. You know, without thinking outside the box, I would be a rabbit.
Ungekuwa na mbio ama tungekuwa tumekamata haraka. Ungekuwa already ushakuwa kitoweo.
Let me remain to be a lion.
At least a lion we can't eat it.
Let me remain to that. What I'd say.
Be a lion, I'd be a cat.
Yes.
Okay.
The better.
So maybe there's someone who wants to reach to you, wants to talk to you, wants to get hold of a counselor or something from your organization. How can they get that?
So you can get us on our social media platform. That is X-Space, Mental Wellness Warriors Hub, Instagram, Mental Wellness Warriors Hub, Facebook, Mental Wellness Warriors Hub, and TikTok, Mental Wellness Warriors Hub. All you can call 0728 949 740. 0728 949 740. And our calls, it's 24/7. Anytime you feel like you want just to speak to someone, don't hesitate. Call us, email us. We shall respond. Yes.
All right. Thank you. Maybe you have a parting shot, something that you can finish with?
Yes. We have a mental awareness campaign that will be held in Keni East. That is in Narumo on 26th of April. We shall start at Keni Vocational Training at exactly 9. That's where we shall flag off our event, and then we shall cycle all around till we get to Narumoru Stadium. That's where the climax of our event will be there. So I would urge that one person, if you are there, you want to come to us, come, let's interact, come join us. Let's walk this journey together, because I can't walk alone, but once we are together, we can walk together. You have a problem, I have a problem. We can work together and see the way forward. Yeah, so it's good to speak out. And speaking out, I repeat again, it's not for the weak, but once you speak up, you are the strongest person. Yes.
All right. Thank you. I hope we are invited.
Yes, you are. You are.
All right.
Most welcome.
All right. Thank you. Dear viewers, we've come to an end of this episode of today, where we were talking about mental health and mental health awareness and mental health issues. And Irene from Mental Wellness Warriors Hub has told us a lot. And if you can get some few things from what she has talked about, learn what to control, what you can't control. Learn to open up, be ready to open up, be ready to seek help. And also, I will tell you that, remember that not every person who gives you an ear is listening. Not every person who gives you an ear is listening. Until next time, I'm your host, Edna Mundi Maina. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, share, and like. And until next time, bye.